This is the Drive-By Night Show. We are a 3-hour drive-around call-in talk show right here on TikTok every Thursday from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock Central Time. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, says the chat. Right back at you. There's the phone number, 402-853-8436. Call me up. We can talk about whatever you want. My only rule is just be cool. Other than that, anything goes. This is week number 25. That's right. I have been doing this for 25 straight weeks. Quarter of a century tonight. And I'm happy that I'm still here. And enjoying this as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out 25 weeks in a row. Let's have somebody call it up and get this show started. If you want to see past episodes of the Drive-By Night Show, just go to YouTube at All the Rides, and you can find this thing in the podcast form as well. Just go to your favorite podcast provider and simply search Drive-By Night Show, and this thing will pop up. Until then, we just kind of hang out, and okay, the chat is saying I'm back. Well, thank you for coming back. And then it says feet. Yes, back and feet and elbows and all that good stuff. We're going to get the night started off with a call from Virginia. Drive-By Night Show, how are you? Hello? Virginia. Virginia. What's going on? Virginia. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's been going on today?
Not much. What you been up to?
Not much, really. Working a little bit, taking a nap or two in between, and just kind of getting my show started here for the night.
Oh, okay.
Nothing too serious. What did you end up doing today then?
Not much. Just hanging out.
Okay. Sounds pretty good. What's happening on TikTok then?
Oh, I'm not. I just go on. I don't post TikToks or nothing.
Okay. You just watch some stuff?
Yeah, I just watch it.
Okay. I gotcha. Well, there you go. You got big plans for the 4th of July?
Get drunk.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Are we talking about getting drunk all weekend or just wait until Sunday?
Just wait until Sunday.
Okay. And then when are you gonna start drinking, do you think?
Like 5 o'clock.
PM at night?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got like a place to go watch some fireworks then?
Yeah, I'm out in the country.
Okay. So just wherever. Now, how far can you see? Can you end up seeing them like from miles away?
Yeah, you can see it pretty far.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Sounds like a pretty good night.
Yeah.
I know. Well,
You
what's
drive by every night?
No, I just do it on Thursdays.
Oh.
It's just a thing I do on Thursday for a few hours.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just something. It's just people call and just talk about whatever, you know. It's all good with me. Anything else you want to say today?
No, that's it, man.
All right. Well, have a good weekend and thanks for calling.
You too.
All right. Thank you. All right. There you go. There was a call for Virginia, and you know, thinking about the 4th of July. I guess it's on the mind. It's imminent. It's happening this weekend, and that caller's going to get drunk. So how many out there are going to, what's everybody doing for the 4th of July? What are the plans? So there you go. I don't really know. And phone line is open. 402-853-8436. The chat is saying feet and nose. And then I think I threw out elbow, but we could also say, how about kneecap? And we'll see if that thread just kind of keeps going for no reason. So, all right, this is episode number 25. Don't be shy. Call in and say hello and talk about your favorite memories. 25 weeks in. a little over 6 months we've been doing this, and we're still on the air. And the chat's saying, "Yo, I found you again." Thank you. I'm glad that you found me again. I appreciate it. And then the chat is claiming this is Virginia. LOL. Thank you for calling, Virginia. I do appreciate it. Chat's saying, "Hi, yes, spreading some unconditional love. Rock on." And that goes right back out to you. And we need a lot of unconditional love, and we need to rock on as well. I am good with both of those things. And then Virginia's responding back with a no problem about the phone call. So Virginia did it. Virginia just called in and said hello. So now it's somebody else's turn to do the same. 402-853-8436. Well, what do you want to talk about? Well, what are you doing this weekend? You got to have something going on. Chet's saying, what do you have on your mind today? My mind today. I got to think about that. That's a great question. I mean, I'm going out of town in the morning, so that's kind of on my mind. I did some laundry. I got the clothes that I wanted clean. I packed them up into a little bag, and I just got to put some of the extra little bit of garbage in there that one takes with them for no good reason, and then probably try and go to sleep as soon as I can, because I got to be up by at least 9, maybe earlier, and get on the road, as they say as well. The chat is saying, stopping in to say hello. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the hello. Why don't you call in and say hello? 402-853-8436. I mean, this is the Drive By Night Show. It works better when the phone is ringing. So I'm looking forward to more phone calls from somebody. Until then, I just have to filibuster and talk and fill in time and space. Chet's saying earlier than 9. Wow. Well, good. I'm glad you're here earlier than 9. I thank you for catching me really right at the beginning. We've been on for 7 minutes right now, so you are doing great tonight. And I'm doing great tonight. How is everyone else doing tonight? Call me up. 402-853-8436. Chad is saying, hey, Omar. And I'm saying, hey, right back to you. And I love any Omar reference. Thank you so much. We got Texas on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Not much. I was just on your TikTok. I saw your show.
Oh, nice. Have you ever seen the show before?
I have.
Okay.
It was a long time ago, and I just found you again. I forgot to follow you the first time
Now you're gonna have to follow now then.
I did. I just followed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, what is on your mind this evening?
Not much, man. Just hanging out.
Do you got big plans for the weekend?
Actually, I have to go to a funeral because my grandpa passed away Saturday.
I'm sorry. So you got to go to that on Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday. He passed away last Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So I have to go Saturday.
Okay.
But
how old was your grandpa?
he was 89, so
There
he
you
lived
go.
a long time.
There you go.
He
And
lived a long time.
you know, life's funny. Like none of us are getting out of this thing alive. But it is an interesting thing when we've got like a certain number in our head that if we hear that number or somebody gets there, you know, it's kind of like, well, it's about as good as you can do, really. I mean, you can live to be 100, but I don't know if you really want to that bad.
No, I don't think so.
You know, so 89, I my hat's off to him, and that's a good life right there.
It is. He had a great life, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, then, you know, go do the celebration, as they say, not
Yeah,
the,
we'll celebrate.
yeah, not the doom and gloom and sad. That's what you do when young people die.
Exactly.
You know. Okay, so you're gonna do that on Saturday, see some family, all of that, and then I guess that frees you up for Sunday then.
Sunday, yeah, we're actually going to Floresville. I'm in Texas, so you probably don't know where that is. But
I don't.
we're gonna go.
Where's what is it? It's in Texas. What part?
Yeah, it's in Texas. It's like South Texas. I'm from San Antonio.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but we're gonna go do that, listen to some music, and eat some food, and so
All right.
that'll be fun.
I like it. That all sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well, all right. I just wanted to call and say what's up. So,
I appreciate it a lot,
of course.
and sorry for your loss, and I hope you have a great
Right.
weekend.
Appreciate it. You too.
All right, take care. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay, there was a caller from Texas, and I appreciated the phone call. And yeah, my grandfather died a few years ago, and he was 92. And it's kind of one of those things when it's just like, well, we I don't know, can I be upset about anything? And you think about that stuff, or you don't think about that stuff. But as you do get a little bit older, you do realize that maybe you've lived more days in the past than you have in the future. But there's always that number that I think all of us have, that it's like, if I can just get to this number, then at least I know I had a fighting chance. We got Maryland on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hello.
How's it going tonight?
Good.
Good. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Okay. Did you do anything today?
Yeah.
Well, what did you do?
Play video games.
Okay. Do you like to light fireworks?
I mean, yeah.
Are you going to do some of that this weekend?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe not?
I'm pretty sure I will.
Okay. That sounds like a great plan, I think. What are you going to do the rest of the night?
I don't know, probably play games.
Okay. Well, awesome. Anything else you want to say tonight?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Okay. That was Maryland checking in, as they say. Let's see. Let's get caught up on the chat here. A bunch of stuff just came in. Just saying, is this therapy? I mean, sometimes it is. I'm not opposed to it. It just is what it is. This show. Chat saying, I'm sorry. My condolences. Rip. My grandma died at 89. R.I.P. Totally feel you. Certain subject? No. There's no certain subject. Thanks for talking, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it as well. We got Kentucky on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. I saved your number from last week, so I knew it was you. And I appreciate you giving me another chance this week after I hung up on you.
Hey, that's okay, man. I'm here at work yet again, and I told you I'll be back on next Thursday. So
I love
here
it.
we are.
I love it. How's the work week been for you?
Well, I was off yesterday, and I came in today, and I had within company, I had an interview for a major position, a big step in my career. So it was hectic, and I had about 2 days to prepare my resume for the new job.
Okay. So you've already done the interview?
Yeah, it was actually today at 2.
Okay.
So,
how do you feel about it? How did it go?
Well, the bosses were extremely impressed. My resume, they told me it spoke for itself, so they asked me about 5 questions, and the interview was kind of over in about 20 minutes, So
Okay.
they were extremely impressed, and I believe it went well, but I'm competing against 4 guys with, bachelor's degrees and everything else, so it's insane.
It is insane, and it's competitive. Now, would you say, what would you say would be the best thing in your corner, for lack of a better word, like is it your job experience? Is it your enthusiasm? Is it your school history? What would you say would give you the best chance?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. I think all three. You know, I have the credentials, I have the school experience for this job, and I think I'm very well spoken, and I impressed them just by talking to them. We had a good conversation, and I can make a conversation pretty much out of anything with anybody, but
Yeah.
but I think schooling is the number one thing. I'm very happy that I went to college because nowadays it's so hard to get a management position or higher up management position, the one I'm going for.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't have the schooling, you're not going to get it.
It's true. It's pretty much impossible, and it's that thing where, they told everybody, hey, go to school, go to college, and guess what? A lot of people did. So it's like if you don't have that degree at all, it's like I don't even think you get a second look at this point.
No, you kind of get set aside to the bottom of the pile,
Yeah.
and they'll get to you when they get to you.
Exactly,
But,
and you
yeah,
might,
man.
yeah. Well,
But I'm 25 years old, and if I get this job, it's certainly going to set me up and my family very, very nicely for the future.
okay. I love it. I wish you well. Keep me updated on the progress, if you would.
Yeah, I'll let you know, man. I'll even let you know if I don't get it. I certainly learned something from this interview process.
Yeah.
Just overall.
Well, yeah,
So-
and even just going and doing interviews aren't the worst thing ever, because it's kind of like the more interviews you do, the better confidence you might have if you have to do interviews again in the future.
Precisely. Yeah. I agree. The more you use that, the better you're going to get at interviews just overall. If you don't practice something, you're not going to get better at it.
It's such the truth, and interviews are a funny thing. I've kind of gotten to the point over the years where it's like I care clearly because I'm there, but I've kind of found that the less that I care during the actual interview, the better I kind of come off, because I don't come off as needy or wanting or desperate. You kind of have to have that laid back, cool, I don't really need this job that bad, but I'll take it, I guess, if you give it to me attitude.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I have a good career right now, but moving up would be just mean the world to me.
Okay. I love it, and you're taking those proactive steps. I mean, a lot of people always say like, "Oh, I wish I could win the lottery." Well, it's like you got to play the lottery first before you can actually win.
Exactly. But enough about that. What are your plans for the upcoming holiday, man?
Well, I'm getting out of town in the morning, and I'm driving to the middle of nowhere, basically, and then I'm gonna head to Minneapolis on Saturday, and just sort of do some stuff there, and just kind of hang out.
Excellent.
So just
Excellent.
get
That
out.
sounds like fun.
Yeah, just get out of town for a couple of days, and I'm looking forward to it. I haven't really, like most of us, like gone anywhere during the pandemic, so this is like about the first time that I'm getting out of town in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah, I guess you could say that I was a essential worker, so I was constantly working throughout the whole pandemic. So I was around people 24/7. So
Did you
Yeah.
did you ever get COVID?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I did too. How bad did it hit you?
It hit me like a freight train.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately I smoked.
Yeah.
And it hit me so hard. They told me I had a upper respiratory infection
Yeah.
at first, and then they figured out that it was COVID. So
Okay.
my job gave me a 2 week paid vacation, basically. And after that, I came back to work. So
Okay. Now, have you been fine? Have you had any like long-term effects from it?
no, absolutely not.
Okay, good.
No.
You're
Um,
lucky. You're
yeah.
lucky. There's a lot of news coming out about long terms. I haven't been the same, to be honest with you, since I've had it. I've had some lingering effects that they just won't go away. They're just sort of in my business and just kind of a nuisance, you know.
Now, is it to do with your chest? Do you think your lungs got damaged from it?
Yeah, I still, and never in my life, even just sitting sometimes, if I just get up and walk up the stairs or out the door or whatever, it takes me a second to catch my breath. And even just talking with you right now, I noticed that it's like I need to like kind of stop and catch my breath a little bit. And I never had that in my life ever, you know, nothing near that at all. And it's been this way for, you know, a little over a year for me. Just this sort of like, so I don't know what happened. I haven't like really been to a doctor or anything, but a lot of people that go to the doctor anyway with this stuff, they come back with like a clean bill of health. Like they can't even find anything wrong with them. So nobody really knows what's going on.
Yeah, I really cannot fathom, you know, with something this serious, we don't have too much information, especially with the vaccines coming out.
Yeah.
And, you know, all these cases stating that, you know, there are major side effects to people taking these vaccines.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, but it's just like, and I hear stuff like that too. But I'm like, well, but there's side effects to just getting this thing in general too that they just don't know anything about. So, I mean, pick your poison. I think at this point.
Yeah, that's true. At this point, I mean, I cannot really answer the question if I have any, you know, side effects or anything.
Yeah.
Due to my smoking, you know, of course, it's going to, you know, interrupt my breathing in some way or form with me smoking. So, you know, if I was to quit smoking, I'd probably be able to tell you better if I do have any other side effects.
Sure. I understand. I was just curious because, you know, it's just something I've been dealing with, and, you know, I haven't spoken with a lot of people about it. I kind of just kept it to myself, you know. I'm just kind of getting up every day, just hoping that tomorrow it's like I feel like I used to, you know.
Right. That's understandable for sure.
So there you go.
Excellent.
Yeah. So maybe I need to talk about it more. It actually feels good. It feels like a little bit of therapy in a weird way, opening up about it. So
a little bit of weight off your shoulders. I understand.
Yeah. So there you go. But all right. Well, anything else going on?
No, man. Nothing much. I'm just stuck here at work until probably 3 or 4 in the morning. I started work today at 1:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to be here for quite a while.
All right. That's a long night. Well, thank you for calling, and at least I could chew a few of those minutes up for you, and hopefully I'll talk with you soon.
Yeah, it was excellent. It was a pleasure talking to you, as always.
You as well. Have a good night.
Hey, you as well. Bye-bye.
All right, see you. Okay. And that was becoming our friend from Kentucky. They're called last week, and then we're on the line with him again. So thank you so much for calling. I really appreciate it. The chat's saying hello. Just saying hi as your friendly neighborhood disabilities nonprofit. Thank you so much. Okay, we got Ohio on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Okay, cool. Just well, you had to have done something today.
I mean, I could shit my pants.
Did you? Now, have you gotten that like cleaned up, or are you still kind of sitting in it?
I'm kind of just chilling in it right now.
Okay. Now, you think you're gonna chill that way the rest of the night? Go to bed that way, or so take care of it tomorrow?
Yeah, that's just a problem for the night time.
I understand. Now, is this something that happens to you often?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Every blue moon.
Every blue moon.
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
Okay. I got
That's how the saying goes.
I got you. Well, it doesn't sound like you mind too much. Okay. Anything else you want to say tonight?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Thanks so much for calling.
Thank you, buddy.
See
Have
ya.
a good day. Sure.
Okay. There was a caller from Ohio who shit their pants. And thank you so much for letting us all know that. We got Florida on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hi.
How's it going tonight?
Good.
What are you up to?
Nothing really.
Okay, well, you had to
I
have
just
done...
want to say hi.
What's that?
I just want to say hi, that's all.
All right, well, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. Just hanging out, trying to just do my show. But I appreciate you saying hi.
What does this show mean?
It's the Drive By Night Show. We just kind of drive around and just talk with people on the phone about whatever. And the phone won't quit ringing. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, wow. All right, guys. This thing just blew up all of a sudden, and I thank you so much for hanging out. This is great. So the phone's going to ring any second now because it won't quit ringing. I don't know what happened on that last phone call. Sorry, kid, that I just hung up on you. Chat's asking, you still do the food delivery service? I thought you used to do that. I still do the food delivery service, yes, but I've been doing some Uber and Lyft recently. We got Pennsylvania on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great tonight. Thank you so much for calling. What's on your mind? Hello? And then they just hung up. Okay. Sorry. All right, guys. This is fun. Like, I haven't seen the phone ring this much in quite a while. So, thank you, everyone, for hanging out. We'll try and get a good phone call here in just a second. In the meantime, the chat's saying, does it smell like... I don't even know what that means. I think you done good. There you go. We got Texas on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
What's going on, man?
Not much. What's going on with yourself? Oh, I just hung up. Did I hang up on you, or did you hang up? I don't know. The phone's just going off the hook here. We got Virginia on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
So I'm stuck in a tree.
Okay.
How do I get down?
You're stuck in a tree. How did you get in the tree?
Okay, so this kid said I can climb a tree for $100.
Okay, so did you get the $100 from him?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you're sitting in a tree with $100 and you don't have any way to get down.
No, I don't.
You don't have your phone on you or anything.
No.
Okay. Now, do you see anybody just like walking by, or like what kind of an area are you in?
I'm in the woods.
Oh, you're in the woods, so there's nobody around.
No.
Okay. How far down of a drop do you think it is to the ground?
Not that far.
I mean, have you considered just jumping and just going for it?
I never thought about that.
You never thought about that.
No.
Wait, what have you thought about then?
Really nothing.
Okay, so you're just kind of up there. How long have you been in the tree?
An hour.
An hour. Now, is it starting to get dark outside?
Yeah, it kinda is.
What happened to your friend, the one that was giving you the money? Did they just bail and left you there?
No, he's up in the tree with me.
Oh, so you've got a friend. Now, does your friend have any ideas?
No, he did, but he's asleep.
He's asleep now. Maybe you should go to sleep too. I found that a lot of solutions in life are easy to deal with in the morning after you've had a good night's rest.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I should just do that.
It's not a bad idea, right?
No, it's not at all. No, it's a pretty good idea.
Okay. Or, if all else fails, you could just call somebody besides me on your phone, and maybe somebody who's somewhat nearby.
Yeah, there's someone nearby.
Maybe they could bring a ladder.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna jump off the tree and see if I can break my ankle.
Why don't you try that? Why don't you just jump off the tree?
I will. I'll do that.
Okay. You doing it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know.
Thanks for your help.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. So there's a guy caught in a tree and didn't know how to get down. And, all right, everyone just chill out on the phone. Like, I don't mind you calling, but when I'm on the phone, you're just calling too much and I can't hear anything. We got Wisconsin on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you? What's that? Hello?
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
No, much. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you tonight?
I'm wonderful.
Well, awesome. What did you do today?
No much. How are you?
Oh, jeez. We're out of there. There's like nothing going on there. All right, let's try Texas. Drive-by Night Show. How are you?
What's going on, bro?
Not much. What's going on with yourself?
Bro, I'm kind of hanging off the edge of a mountain right now.
Okay, so you're and you're like, how are you hanging? Like with one hand or something, or?
Yeah, so see what happened was I'm trying to climb the Himalayan mountains, like some Mount Everest, man, and I'm just going up this thing and I trip and fall. I catch myself and like I really don't know what to do, so I figured I'd call you.
Okay, so all right. Well, good. I'm glad you called me. Now, you don't think there's any way that you can crawl yourself back up to solid ground?
Oh no, man.
Okay.
I'm holding on back, bro.
Okay. How long do you think you can hang on?
I mean, like, if I switch hands,
Yeah.
I probably got a good, like, bro, I don't know, bro, 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
I
Okay.
feel like I could chill here, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I got a little spot for, like, my big toe,
Oh, okay.
so, like, I'm kind of chilling.
Okay.
It's cold, though.
It's cold. Okay. Well, I understand that. Now, so you climbed up there all by yourself. There's nobody else around.
Nobody else.
Okay. Now,
I had a group, but they did. Like, they left, and, like, I said I would catch up, and then, like, I didn't catch up.
I got you. So you don't have any of their numbers?
No, I just met them.
Oh, I see. Now, isn't there like some sort of like a park ranger service you could call? Do you think?
Bro, this is the Himalayas, bro.
Oh. Okay. All right. Maybe that's a little bit out of the question. Well, I mean, let's just worst case scenario. Do you know how to tuck and roll?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Do you like take a good look down there, and if you let go and you gave a tuck, if you rolled right at the right time, how do you think you could just kind of just roll down the mountain?
See, what I was thinking was like, so I get my sleeping bag, right?
Yep.
And like, I grab it with like my hands and feet.
You can use it as a sled.
Try to jump and glide down like one of them flying squirrels.
I like that. I like that. Now, make sure that you see if you can like tie an end of the sleeping bag around both of your wrists, because you don't want to hang on to that, because that wind is going to be so powerful that it'll just rip that sleeping bag out of your hands. But if you've got it tied to your wrists, I think you'd stand a chance to just float right down.
And you know I got rope because I've been climbing up this bitch.
There it is. So that's what you tie the sleeping bag to your wrist and your arms with.
Man,
I would love
I think I got it figured out.
I would love to see you try it. You know what you should do? You should turn the camera on your phone on like and do like a selfie of you like doing this. And if you survive, that thing will get like 8 trillion views.
Bro, I'll call you and let you know how it goes.
Please do.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Thanks. Okay. There was someone caught trapped in the Himalayan mountains, and they're gonna take their sleeping bag and just kind of glide down. All right, we've got Wisconsin on the line. Drive-by Night Show. How are you? All right, they're out of there. They just hung up. Okay. Chat's saying, why do we call? That's a great question. Tennessee called. Let's see why they called. Drive-by Night Show. How are you?
Hi.
How's it going? Hello? Oh, Tennessee just hung up. We got California right here. Drive-by Night Show. How are you?
Yeah.
What's going on? And then California just hung up. Okay. All right. Let's try and get caught up with the chat here real quick, because I know that phone's going to ring any second. It's saying it's not letting me call. And that's because like 1,000 people tried to call at once. Chat's saying, Germany, say hello. Thank you so much. Chat's saying, just joined. What's happening? Can I do this? You've got no mods on. Make me one, please. I hear you. How do I do that? All right, we got Massachusetts on the line. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Hey, stepdaddy, I'm stuck in the dryer.
All right, so all right. You're now. We had somebody who's stuck in a and he just hung up on me. Cool. Thanks for that information. Chat saying, once in a blue moon, why do we call? What is this? Why do we call Classic Ohio? All right, let's try Virginia here. Drive by Night Show. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, not too bad tonight. What's going on?
I just wanted to say that today, Virginia legally made recreational marijuana legal today.
Okay, so this is fascinating. I think it's something like the 18th state or something like that to go recreational. And how old are you?
I am 26.
Oh, so now when's the first day that if you chose to go purchase something?
You can't purchase it, so like they're not setting it up retail-wise until 2024. But as of today, you can grow your own and smoke your own in your own house, and you can have your own plants and shit.
Oh wow! Do you plan on doing that?
I would if it wasn't for my my own job, but I didn't have my job.
Well, no, okay, no. So here's where I always get confused with like this stuff. So they make it legal, but then your job can still tell you that you have to take a drug test?
Yeah, because it's not federally legal.
I see. So, but if you got a job, just a state job, just in Virginia, could that work or not?
I mean, if you don't work for the government, you could.
Yeah. That's what I was asking. I guess I was just confused on. It's just like getting these mixed signals sent to us. So now that I think it was like 18 states recreation, and then like 30 states or something are medicinal. When do you think it will just go federal?
Talking to my friends that are in the federal workforce, probably sooner rather than later. I would say probably in the next 10 years.
You think 10 years?
Probably max 10 years.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be quicker than that. I kind of feel like it's just starting to like roll on top of each other. It's just like one state and then the next state, It's going to get to a point where it's going to be the majority of the states, and at that point you just go federal, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, I feel like it's almost kind of like with, I guess, gay marriage. It's very slow to roll out, and then all of a sudden it just hits all at once.
I like that example, and I was thinking of the exact same thing. Because, gay marriage was just one state, then the next, then the next, then the next. And then they were just like, screw it. This thing is just federal now. So I feel like weed's going to be the same way. But it's like, what better way to bring like a hurting economy post-pandemic and then just legalize weed?
I mean, I feel like most people probably smoked during the pandemic anyway, so.
I know they did. And I know there were a lot of people that never had before or had done it, not that often. And it's just like, you've got all that time on your hand. It's like, well, I got to do something,
I mean, it's dumb to not legalize it. There's so many medicinal reasons. I mean, if Adderall can have a medical purpose, which is pretty much
speed,
almost the same as meth, amphetamine, why not weed? It literally grows on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere.
I couldn't agree more, and it's such like a tired old argument that like my whole life I've heard it since I was just a small kid. Argument for and against it, and it's like, why are we even still talking about this at this point? Like, it just seems like I'm over it. I think you're over it. I think a lot of people are over it. Let's just do something about it.
I think they did a poll that most of the country supports legalization of it recreationally. It's just, so the people that need to smoke a joint the most and chill out are the ones that are against it.
It's true, but why then, if that's the case, that the majority of the country, why can't we just vote on it then? Like, who's running this country? Like, how do we get that on a ballot? Like, it's just ridiculous.
Local congressman.
I don't care about the local congressman. I want this to be like, when we go vote for like the president and crap like that, I want it to be on that ballot.
It's because we don't have a direct democracy. We have a representative democracy.
I hate it. Something fishy going on here.
Welcome to America.
It's true. So what is your favorite way to partake?
Vape or edibles?
Okay, there you go. All right, I like it, and congratulations to you and Virginia, and I hope the rest of us catch up with you soon.
Sounds great. Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks for calling. See you. Okay. All right, so there's Virginia saying that weed is now legal recreationally there, and it's a lot of states now, so it's just, I don't know. I just don't know what the problem is. We got Nevada on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for calling tonight.
I have a little bit of an issue, and I'm calling for some assistance.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm stuck in the dryer, and I'm waiting for my stepbro, but I don't know where he's at.
Oh, your stepbro is the only one that can help you out of the dryer?
Only stepbro. That's all I need. My stepbro, but he seems to have left.
Well, did he know that you were going into the dryer?
He told me to get his clothes out.
Oh, I see. So you took it too literal. You got your whole self in the dryer to get the clothes out, and now what? The door closed behind you? How are you stuck?
No. My front end is it. My back end is definitely out.
Okay, so your back end is so your feet are touching the ground, or they're up in the air?
Yes. Should I take some clothes off to help me lubricate myself? Like my skin kind of soft.
That might help you. Now, are you near any like laundry detergent?
I can't see because my phone.
Now, yeah, you're in the dryer. Is it hot inside there? Boiling. So are there clothes still in there?
I just like some socks.
Some socks. Here's what you do. I would make myself a sock pillow, and just kind of bunch all of those up together. Make a little pillow. Rest your head on those socks, and just wait. I mean, your stepbros eventually, might be a couple of days, might be a week, but your stepbro's eventually going to come to the dryer at some point.
I just really need my stepbro to come already.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Okay, well, could you come help me out of the dryer?
Where do you live, Nevada?
Yeah, I'm in Nevada. Yeah.
I can be there in a couple of days, but I'm not much help either.
Okay. Okay. I'm making a pillow.
That's
right?
Make a sock pillow.
Make it. Okay. Sorry, give me a second. Let me put down my phone real quick. One sec.
Okay. Well, the suspense is just killing me here.
Yeah, it's a little difficult when you're stuck in a dryer.
Well, I understand. Hey, do you get stuck in dryers often?
Only when stepbro tells me to get his clothes out.
Oh, okay. So maybe next time stepbro tells you to get the clothes out, you say no. Get your own clothes out of the damn dryer.
Like, no, stepbro, no more.
That's right. That's right. You got to learn how to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, stepbro is going to be stepping over you for the rest of your life. Do you want that?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm trying to empower you here. Give you confidence, strength.
Yeah.
Tell your stepbro, no, I'm not getting your clothes out of the dryer ever again.
No more, stepbro.
That's right.
No more.
Say it with me. Never again, stepbro.
Never again, stepbro. No more.
Okay. See, doesn't that feel better already?
Kind of.
And you've got a sock pillow now, right?
I found a belt and I actually wrapped it around my neck.
Well, I don't know if you should do that. That's probably not the best.
Leather.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't care what material it is. I still don't think you should put it around your neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Stepbro tells me to do it sometime.
Well, you know, again, we're those days are over. You tell Stepbro, no, I'm not doing that. Now,
No.
who's is it your mother or your dad? Like, where did the Stepbro come from? Which side?
I mean, my parents have been married most times, so he just, I think he's from, like, my mother's, like, I have two stepmother fathers, so he's not blood related at all. So he's like, it would be just, my mom been married like 4 times,
Yeah.
my dad like 5, and so a lot. I'm like everyone's my family, and so I call everyone stepbro almost. But he's just been living with me.
Would you call me your stepbro?
I mean, we might be related. Have your parents ever been divorced?
No.
Never. Are your parents always together, like your whole life?
Yeah.
No, because I just have a real hard time whenever like my stepbro and my stepdad tell me to go in the dryer.
Okay. Well, this is good to talk about. I'm glad you're getting this information off your chest. I feel like you're learning something about yourself today.
Yeah. Well, I made the sock pillow. I made the sock pillow.
I think that was a good idea. Now, just lay in that sock pillow and just try and block out the world, maybe take a quick little nap, and I guarantee before you know it, somebody's going to be coming towards that dryer and they'll help you out.
Stepbro, I think I hear him.
Oh, Robbie! I'm home, bro!
Oh, bro. Hello.
You need out of the dryer, bro?
Yeah. I need out of my dryer, bro. I think I'm good. He's helping me right now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. I don't know what's going on here tonight. We had a guy caught in a tree, a guy hanging from a mountain, and now there's like 2 kids stuck in a dryer. All right, we got Texas on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Not much. What's going on with yourself?
I want to play a song for you.
All right, go for it. I don't know. Okay. All right. Is this your own original song?
What do you think?
Is that your original song?
Yep.
I like it a lot. What's it called?
Can I put my balls in your jaw?
Oh, it's a pretty good title. How long did it take you to think of that title?
That is something I could relate to.
Oh, I see. So this is a cathartic piece.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I
Put my whole heart and soul into it.
I know, and other things as well. It sounds like, and I'm happy for you. And do you plan on releasing the song anytime soon?
Yeah, by next month. They say I'm the next Kanye West or the next Drake.
I think they're onto something. What's going to happen when you blow up and become the next big thing?
I'm gonna flex on my haters.
You should, and that's the first thing all of us should do. Or do you just ignore them? Do you think that makes them gets them better than whatever?
Yeah, you do have a point there. But that's to prove people wrong, so I'm gonna show them what I can do.
I understand that too, and we've kind of all got that in ourselves. But I kind of find like just straight up ignoring people pisses them off more than anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay safe out there though.
All right.
We'll switch up on you.
All right, you too. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Have a great day.
See you.
These nuts.
I know. Had to get that one on the way out. And I don't even mind. I don't even mind. Boy, it's just been a whirlwind, let me tell you. We got Ohio on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
So I'm in a little bit of a pickle here.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. So, oh fuck, here he comes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hang up on you. I thought you were going to say something inappropriate. So, I'm sorry, Ohio. If you want to call back and tell me about your pickle, you go right ahead. But I do apologize. We got Massachusetts on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing all right tonight. What's going on?
So I kind of have a problem.
Oh, let's hear it.
So I'm at a lake, and I think it's kind of dark. It's getting dark, so I think I see a guy in the water with his head out,
Uh-huh.
and you can kind of see him, and he's like staring at me,
Yeah.
and he looks kind of menacing.
Yeah. I can imagine. What's the problem?
So what should I do?
Let's go home.
Well, my family's here,
Yeah.
and they don't want to leave,
Okay.
and they don't think it's that big of a problem.
Oh, I see. So you feel like maybe this thing in the water is like specifically staring at you, or maybe even targeting you.
Yeah.
And like
he's
you're gonna. Yeah,
He's gotten a little closer.
I see. So you're worried about maybe you're gonna go to bed here soon, and you're gonna wake up and this dude's gonna. Are you in a tent or anything like that, or a camper?
No, we're having a picnic.
Oh, well, wait. How long is this picnic gonna go on for?
I think it's almost over, but
Uh-huh.
I think he's slowly getting closer.
I see. I mean, maybe what you do is you take the bowl of potato salad and you dump it on your mom's lap, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I've had enough. Let's just leave."
I don't have potato salad, but I think we have some mac and cheese. I can probably
Yeah, dump
use that.
dump it on her. Just accidentally, like, knock it over and make sure it lands on her, and then your mom will be all upset, and she'll be like, "It's time for us to go." Get you in the car, and then you never have to see that weird guy in the lake ever again.
All right, I think I'll try that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, here I am. It's giving out advice. Okay. Whew. Let's just quiet down a little bit here. Let's see what's going on in the chat. It says, why does it go to voicemail for me? It only goes to voicemail for you. Nobody else. Gives me a voicemail. Yeah, it was 1,000 people calling at one time. This is Ohio. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Like I was saying, I'm in a little bit of a pickle here.
All right. I apologize for hanging
don't
up
worry
on you.
about it.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't worry about it.
Go ahead.
Don't worry about it. Alright, so this is what's the problem. So, my dog, his name is Leo, and he's 2.5. He's a golden retriever. He just tried sexually assaulting me.
Well, dogs will do that.
No, it's not like that. So I told him I don't swing that way.
Uh-huh.
Now he has a gun.
Oh my. Well, what would be the worst thing if you just give in to the dog's demands? Maybe you have a good time.
Yeah, but maybe I won't.
Well, but you don't know that yet. And I'm saying, what's the alternative? You really want to get shot for
I mean, I don't know. Here, he's gonna ask me again. Hold on.
It's kind of a weird way to go out, to get shot
No,
by your
Leo,
dog.
I don't. No.
Is this how you want to be remembered? You want to be remembered? You're found by someone shot by your own dog.
I mean, I guess that's not the worst way to go out.
I don't know. It's not a very good one either, though.
What's the alternative? I let him look somewhere I don't want to.
I think you do. I think you do that. Maybe get the gun away from him. It just finds it sounds like you're not in a position to make a lot of demands right now. So kind of relax the dog, lull the dog into a sense of security, make the dog feel like the dog's going to get their own way, and then he'd take the gun away.
Take the gun away? How do I take the gun away? He's the one with the gun.
Is almost what?
I don't have a gun. How am I supposed to take the gun away from him?
I thought the dog had a gun.
He does have a gun.
Okay, that's
An
what I'm-
AK-47.
That's what I'm saying. You say, oh, it's okay, dog. Do your thing. Do what you need to do. And don't you think the dog will have to set the gun down to do its business?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, his pecker is 4 feet, so I can't get inside of 4 feet of him.
Well, how big of a dog is this?
He's big.
Okay.
And when I'm talking big, I mean big.
4 feet, though. That's crazy.
Oh, it's the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's like an elephant.
Elephant, horse, giraffe, you name it, man.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I tell you, I think you're just going to have to take one for the team.
All right, I'm going to listen to your advice. I'll tell you how it goes, okay?
All right. I appreciate it.
All right, bye.
See ya. Okay, this is the Drive By Night show. Glad you can join me here tonight. Chat saying, answer me. Hey, answer. Do you have an iPhone? That new ringtone. Bro, what? I'm dead. What does he mean doesn't have a phone? Okay, he called you, didn't he? Buddy, you're on your phone. Oh, that's about the guy that was in the tree. We got California on the line. Drive By Night show. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right tonight. What are you up to?
Not much. I feel bad for getting stuck in places.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of people.
Really common predicament.
It's been funny. There was a guy stuck in a tree, a guy stuck in a dryer, a guy hanging from a mountain. It's like, what's going on tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm stuck in America. It's just fun. But
You're doing what?
I'm stuck in America. This shit sucks.
Oh yeah, I understand. You know, we're
Getting stuck in a dryer. I don't know how that happens.
I don't know how that happens either. And you know, I'm trying to be sympathetic about this, but something's telling me, you know, how can all of this be happening in one night? I'm getting the impression and the feeling that maybe this isn't real.
Yeah.
I think they're making it up.
I think they might be making it up.
Yeah. But it's like
I'm getting that right.
they're all calling from different states, and it's almost like they've kind of gotten together and they're like colluding and planning this whole night and making these phone calls.
And getting stuck in places and making shit up. Yeah.
I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't know. What are you up to tonight?
I'm drinking some wine and watching Schitt's Creek. It's an episode show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But I wanted.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to talk about UFO thing. What do you think's going on with these reported, alien UFOs?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, we've clearly had reported alien UFOs for, decades, and you could maybe even say centuries if you really do look back. There's been reports of UFOs for a long time, but now it's like the government's finally saying, yeah, you know what? There might be something happening here. We do have some reports. So now it's like, doesn't that make it 100% legitimate?
I mean, kind of. I mean, they came out with a report, and they're like, yeah, we don't know what it is. But like, the report was pretty much like it was supposed to be, other aliens out there, not aliens out there,
Yeah.
but other under him. They're like, yeah, we don't know. That's pretty much, they had a year or something, or half a year to come up with this report, and all it basically said was like, yeah, we don't know.
Well, exactly. But it's like, I feel like they know more than that. But just the fact that they're admitting to something, the fact that they're admitting to something, I think is pretty amazing, and I think it's a good first step towards, something's got to happen at one point. They were saying that there was like a craft following along next to like an Air Force, jet or something, and that it took off on like just this like light speed and just like disappeared. It's crazy.
So I was a physics major in college, and it's based off what they're saying. These things are pulling 400 Gs. From what I know from physics, and I don't think any human technology can actually, if it's true, if what you're saying is true, that these things are pulling 400 Gs and accelerating to that, the extent that they say they are, then it's definitely, I don't think it's terrestrial, it's something out there.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, and they were saying it was silent too when it did this. And
Oh yeah, and they said there's no emissions.
yeah, no sonic
I don't-
boom or anything.
I mean, my guess is that if it is alien, obviously I don't think aliens are in them. I think it's drones. I think there's this idea, that if, once you get sufficiently advanced, you can create these drones, and they can actually self-replicate. They can create through some sort of technology. They can create more of them and just spread through the galaxy. And I think the number was within a matter of like 1,000 years or something like that, something like a very low number, they could actually completely spread out through the galaxy just using drones. But the reason was why, I don't know why they would do that, but I don't know, it's interesting. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if we could confirm it too. Obviously the government's not gonna.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to get to a point someday where it'll just be overwhelming. But it's like, let's just look at us as humans on Earth, though, and how maybe our technology looks inferior to some advanced race. But at the same time, with our technology continuing to advance as it has been, then it would get to a point when, maybe there'd be a race that wanted to learn from us, because maybe it's humans thought of some idea that never occurred to them, and it's maybe these humans actually have something to offer us now.
Yeah, definitely.
I
mean,
yeah,
because I've heard people say that why would aliens be something that's way more advanced than us be interested in us? But I mean, from my standpoint, why wouldn't you be interested in other intelligent life out there in general?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a curiosity that's just going to go away.
No, it's
like you said, there's new.
Yeah.
Things to learn from different cultures, a whole new body of knowledge that you can learn from this.
Just as we're curious about that there would be other civilizations, other races and species that would be curious as well. Have you ever heard the theory that the iPhone or just cell phones, whatever, that technology came from an alien ship that crash landed? And
yeah, that's I think they say from Roswell we got.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe it. I've heard the theory. I don't believe in it just because. I mean, you can trace back the history of the computer to Alan Turing, right, and what he did to the Enigma code. So,
yeah.
I mean, the first computer was basically created to crack Enigma code, which actually, for the most part, it had a huge part in actually us winning World War II, right?
Yeah.
You can trace the history back to that. So I don't think it's going. I think people, the whole ancient alien thing, I think people are underestimating the ability that humans, the human mind to be able to attribute great human feats to aliens. So it's no, there's just some very intelligent minds out there that have done some very cool stuff.
It is, and it's fascinating. But when you think about the internet, just itself, how that has just completely globalized our world and changed it forever. I mean, do you think there's other species that have certainly they have to have a way to communicate in a similar fashion, but there's no way it can be exactly the same way. So I feel something like the internet is wholly unique to humans.
Right. And sort of mode of thinking. I mean, you can't take yourself out of the human way of thinking because you are human, but you would be able to, if you were able to observe another intelligent species, they're going to be accomplishing similar tasks, but with totally different viewpoint, right?
I agree.
So by observing other species, I mean, you're going to open up a whole new way of thinking about things. And I think that's interesting. That would be a really cool. If we could do that, that'd be a really cool thing to do.
I think it's totally fascinating. And think about progression of music over the years, for example. And certainly there's got to be other aliens out there, whatever, that have gone through a similar thing where it's their sort of expression and music and whatever changed over the years and
right.
became something completely different. Had its golden age and then they have their classics and their timeless type stuff like Earth has,
And that kind of brings up this question of how do we express beauty, right? So we make music and art. That's our expression of what we see as beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And so, I think Kant talks about it, but what is beauty? What is fundamental
beauty, and we only have one case that we can study in it ourselves. But if we look at aliens and see how do they express what's beauty, is it similar? Is there some fundamental nature to beauty? Right? That'd be really interesting too. Now you have, you can compare and contrast and see like, are we tuning into some fundamental aspect of beauty that's fundamental, right? Or is it just something that appeals to us for whatever, evolutionary reason? Or is there something more fundamental? That would be cool too. I think it'd be really interesting.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see other, studying civilizations. It'd be sick.
It would, and I think it'd be like, I feel like humans especially, and maybe other aliens wherever are like this as well, but I feel like humans have such like a weird arrogance about them that they could really use like that sort of like life lesson that say like, you know what, you're not the only life form that exists. I think it would be beneficial for humans in the long run to get a little humility.
Very humbling experience.
Yes.
Yeah, very humbling.
Yes, exactly.
It totally is.
So
Yeah,
I hope it happens. Like I've always been into it since I was a kid, and it's been a dream of mine. And it's just like, boy, before I exit this planet, I really, really hope that I get to see or hear or know of something.
Yeah, like definitive proof. Imagine being in a generation that has definitive proof.
It would be
that would be wild.
It would be so awesome, and like I feel like we're just in that prime spot too. Like I said, because now we can communicate globally with anybody and everybody at any time. It wasn't like those scattered stories, all across the globe that nobody could verify. It's like we've got video, we've got audio, we can instantly like share it and talk about it, and it's like we're gonna discover something.
Yeah, and you have to keep in mind too, we've only really been meaningfully looking out into the universe using our technology for less than 100 years.
Yeah.
Like, in a global time scale, that's nothing. So I definitely expect to eventually hear something. Especially, we've only had radio technology like that for when that come out, like early 1900s.
Yeah, like 20s or 30s or something. Like it's not that long, and like a telephone, like television, like this stuff is not that old, really.
Yeah.
You compare it to like how long the Earth has been here, or humans have been here. It's just like it's just such a small time period.
Yeah. And I mean, also, it's if we can survive long enough. I mean,
yeah, sure.
There's some very serious existential threats right now. So
yeah,
hopefully we can survive long enough to figure out what's going on.
I think we will. I think there's been.
I think so too. I'm optimistic.
I'm optimistic too. There's been threats like this or different types of threats for basically since the beginning, and it's like I think humanity will survive. I think the bigger question is like, will they improve? Because there's certain days I look around and I'm like, what's going on here? Like you see,
it can be very demoralizing.
It really can be, and you see just certain people like out and about and around, and you're like, how does this end up this way? Like with all the information and education and life that we have around us, there's just some really like fucked up people.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of my frustration. Like I said earlier, I'm not stuck in America. I'm actually pretty thankful I am in America. But with all of our money that we have and all
the resources,
and it just feels like all the resources just feel like it just goes to waste. We're making Jeff Bezos richer while people can't afford healthcare. Like it's ridiculous.
It's true. It's like that freaking guy. It was something like I read something like that he could have given everybody that worked at Amazon like a $7 million bonus, and he still would have he'd still be richer than he was when the pandemic started. And it's like, what's going on here? Like we need to stop. We need to stop giving that guy money. And I'm guilty, just as all of us are. He just made it so damn easy to go on there and click this, and then he gets it to your house in like 45 minutes. And it's
I mean, Amazon's great. Like Amazon, obviously, it's great. You can order something, but it's the way the money is structured. That's what's messed up. You know, he shouldn't be getting, you know, all of that money. It should be more, you know, equally distributed
Yeah.
amongst people working for him. I read something that's like every day Jeff Bezos wakes up, he chooses not to solve world hunger. He could literally use that money.
It's true.
He could
It's
literally
true.
use that money to fix world hunger, and he does it. Each day he wakes up, he's like, nah, I think I need more money. Like, why?
Why? He went to, this is just like a few months ago or something. He was in Los Angeles, or I don't know if he lives there, and he literally went to like a realtor and was like, what's the most expensive house for sale in Los Angeles right now? And he just bought it without even seeing it, without even going to it, looking at any pictures. He just bought it because it was the most expensive house. And I'm
What are
like,
you trying to prove?
I don't know. I don't
What are
know.
you trying to prove, dude? We know you're disgustingly rich. Like, what are you?
Yeah. But you're right. It you know, America,
I'm
democracy,
not loving them. I don't know.
capitalism, we have to have a free and open market for people to earn, you know, whatever they want. But you're right. I think if like a corporation has, let's say, you know, more than $100 billion, that there should be some, like, you have to profit share at least 1% of that 100 billion with all of your employees.
I agree. Yeah.
Which
no,
would
that's
be
a-
like
that's
what?
elite.
What's 100 billion? What's 1% of 100 billion? Is that 1 million?
100% would be 1 billion.
Okay, see, like you're right. That's 1 billion. That's 1%. And then how many employees does Amazon have? Do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have no idea.
50,000?
They're one of the largest employers, I think, besides Walmart.
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, if you took that 1 billion and just split it between all of those employees, that was their Christmas bonus, let's say.
Yeah,
And
these people making minimum wage and
Yeah.
they have to go pee in bottles because they can't take bathroom breaks. That's disgusting.
yeah,
What-
and then you end up getting like, you know, like a $42 million bonus for Christmas. And it'd be like, cool. It was all worth it.
Yeah. I mean, fundamentally, the problem is bigger than obviously Amazon, right? It's the structure that enables Amazon to do what they're doing. You
Yeah.
know, not paying taxes that get paid. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating.
It is.
Yeah, and that's like you said. Hopefully, we can look back and say we got better. Hopefully, we're improving. We're approaching. I think we're approaching the singularity. I don't know if it's the singularity. I think that's a thing. I think it's actually the advent of it where we can start seeing what's happening with it. Started with the internet. Not the internet's a bad thing, but singularity is the point where technology is advancing so fast that like we can't even keep up with it, right? So like technology is actually outpacing itself, us on its own. So that's an interesting thing. People say that it's really, we're going to see the side effects of it come 2040. I think is what I've heard.
Okay.
That'll be. It's going to be weird. This is going to be a weird century.
It
But
is.
yeah.
It's going to be a really weird century because it's like, you look at like, you know, the 20th century that started with really minimal technology, with like still like just pumping out coal and like trains, and like the automobile was invented in the 20th century. Like you got to look at everything that was invented in the 20th century, and it's really mind blowing when you think about it. But this century is gonna like blow that out of the sky. Like it's just not even gonna be.
Things just keep getting quicker and quicker. Like the pace at which technology is increasing is just getting quicker and quicker and quicker. So that's sort of what the singularity means. It's going to reach this sort of like this point where we just can't even keep up with it. But hopefully, hopefully it's going to change things for the better, not for the worse, because it does seem like we use this technology for like the worst reasons.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
It really does, and it's confusing. It's just I don't understand it a lot of the times, and there's just certain days where I'm just like, how is any of this real?
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna get more and more disillusioning.
I you know what, like I think I've accepted it. I think I'm just kind of okay with it. Like I'm staying with it. Like I'm learning. Like I said, I can't. It's getting increasingly harder to like keep up with every little detail about changing technology. You know, and
Yeah.
there's going to come a point where we're all more or less going to be like left behind. But for my purposes, it's like, you know, hey, I picked up TikTok and I learned how to do this live on it, and I'm considerably older than the majority of people that are on there, you know. So it's like I'm trying to
Sure.
like stay in the game the best that I can without being like overwhelmed by it.
So that's what Elon Musk is trying to do. I don't like Elon Musk necessarily. I think he's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
he's trying to do this thing called Neuralink, so that you basically get a chip implanted into your brain.
Right.
And his whole idea is that's what's going to allow us to keep up with tech. So we're going to be, you know, assisted directly by computers. I mean, it's going to be implanted in our brains. It's going to. I think the initial goal for it is it's going to help people that have things like Parkinson's. It's going to help regulate like their signals and stuff. So that's cool. That's great.
Yeah.
His end goal though is, you know, you're going to be able to like download information, I guess, in your brain. That's sort of like the idea. And that to me, that's a wild idea. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy.
It's cool. I think it sounds like a cool idea, but I'm curious to see how that one's going to play out.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, if you could like hook me up to that thing, and then tell me that there'd be like no damaging after effects, and then you could take me off of it if I wanted to be, and just go back to the way that I was. Like I'd love to give it a spin, just to see like what I could accomplish, and if I'm hooking like, because it's like your body gets in the way, speech gets in the way, walking gets in the way, like everything slows, the body kind of slows you down, where it's like, and then your body has to go to sleep at night to regenerate, and your brain just goes wacko like during that time, because it's like firing on all cylinders like constantly. Like your brain doesn't get tired, it's just your body. So you could then in theory just be hooked up to that Neuralink like 24 hours a day, and just like, I don't know, you could just
the way they hook it up is they invented a machine that's actually going to do the surgery, because it has to be so precise, because you're literally so they actually put these electrodes into your brain. The electrodes themselves are smaller than what the human hair. They're very tiny, but they actually have this machine. They tested it on a pig or a monkey or something recently. I saw a video.
Yeah.
It was a monkey, and they actually were able to have the monkey play Pong, I think it was, with its mind.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah. Crazy.
It is crazy.
Hopefully I don't know, hopefully going forward we use this technology for good and not just
right. So like
producing more money for.
It's true, and it's like, you know, I mean everybody wants like the things that they want, you know. It's like we want this and we want that. We want a comfortable, easy life. Like none of us like going to work. But the bigger problem is like
I don't want $100 billion.
I don't either. And
I don't think that's sane. I don't think it's a sane thing to do. I think it's evil. But I don't want $100 billion. I don't even want like $1 billion. Like it seems like it's gonna give me more anxiety. It's like, what am I gonna do with this money? You know, I don't care about money, but like it doesn't provide me. You know, there's this study, and I think it was like after like certain like X amount of money, it's a pretty low amount of like yearly income, the amount of happiness that money will give you rapidly deteriorates. You get rapidly diminishing returns from the amount of money you get. It's a low amount. I mean, it depends on the state, but like in California, I live in California, so maybe like $100,000, probably a lot somewhere else, because that's probably like a normal living wage. Like,
right.
Obviously, you want enough money to be able to survive and live and be comfortable. After that point, all it does is just create more problems.
Yeah. No, yeah. I totally understand, and it's kind of like, I don't even know if money is like really the thing though, but it's like when we go back and we talk about like Amazon, it's like people going to these jobs to like survive and or like live, and they're miserable, and it's like I like to work, like I don't mind working, like I need something to do.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, but there's so much unfulfilling work out there just to, like, you know, pay your rent. And it's like, well, what's the point? And that's why everybody's miserable. Because there's no future. There's no hope. Nobody's getting ahead. Nobody's saving any money. You're just going, making this guy richer, and you're barely surviving. And it's like, that's your soulless existence.
And I've heard this argument too that like people don't want to work. Like if you just let people be, they don't want. That's not true.
Yeah.
I think everyone, they want to work, but they want purpose, right? So they want to do something where they can work and feel fulfilled, right? Going to work for
100%.
Amazon is probably not fulfilling.
No, I know it's not. I know it's not.
No one's a kid at like first like, what do you want to do when you grow older? And they're like, yeah, I want to go work at Amazon factory.
It's true.
What? No.
It's true.
And you know, if you have to take a job, you think you do when you're younger, you have to just take some job and just kind of like suck it up. But you still should be paid a living wage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Until you can go to school and then get, you know, do what you want to do. But we don't even provide that. And that now school is becoming prohibitively expensive. And then you're in debt for the rest of your life. I don't know. It wasn't this bad though. Like
it wasn't. It wasn't. Believe me. Like, you know, like I graduated high school in the '90s, and you could go to college for like $5,000-$6,000, like 4 years, like done. Like it changed crazy. Like in kind of like 2005, like onward, it started to become just nuts. But it wasn't like that, you know. And like the wage that I was getting, I remember in 96 or something, I was getting paid like $10 an hour. And that was like a lot of money in 1996. And now there's still people getting paid $10 an hour 25 years later. And it's crazy.
Prices have like tripled and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah. And there's just more stuff. Like, I didn't have a cell phone or an internet bill then. There's like been more things that you need to have and buy as well. Like, it was just...
Yeah, they're necessary too now. You can't...
Oh, no.
Yeah, you have to have internet. You pretty much have to have a phone to be working in a professional environment now too, because all of our tools that we use in a professional environment are based on, you know, this technology. So you have to have it. So you're paying for more stuff. You're not getting paid more though.
Yeah.
You have these people going broke. Yeah, when my mom was 18, she moved from Michigan to Arizona. She was able to get a job somehow, just get a job and pay for college and an apartment. That was the most paid job. I was like, that's nuts.
It's true.
That's sort of in my generation. You can't. That's just, you know, no way that would happen then.
No,
yeah,
and you're forced into just taking out a crazy amount of loans. You know, that's just what you're forced into.
Yeah, and it's totally calculated. Like, they know what they're doing. It's
100%. 100%. And the earlier they get you into that cycle, the harder it is for you to get out of it. You know, and you're paying minimum. You pay minimum payments on anything, and loans that big. It's like, if you really do the math on them, that loan will never be paid off if you just pay the minimum on it. Never. And they'll get that monthly payment from you and from a number of people, and we lost everybody. I think we bored everybody. But
that's fine.
I've enjoyed this conversation a lot.
Yeah, me too, and I'm just talking.
Yeah. Well, right. Yeah, right on. Anything else you want to pontificate on?
I think I'm good for now. I'm going to finish my wine.
Right, cool. Yeah, feel free to call back anytime. I'm here every Thursday.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Peace. Okay, so there was a caller from California. We went everywhere, and we lost the entire audience in the process. But I thought it was a fascinating conversation. Trying to get caught up with the chat here. Phone line's open, 402-853-8436. Chat's saying, call the fire department. A cat's stuck in the tree. Answer me. Why do we call? Just left you. No phone. He has his phone. LOA. What's he calling? Okay. So there were some calls earlier about like a guy caught in a tree, a guy hanging on a mountain, a guy caught in a dryer. And everyone in the chat is asking, why do we call you? are these pre-recorded? No, none of those are pre-recorded. And there was like 150 like people in the live for like a little bit, and the phone wouldn't quit ringing, and it was just chaos and madness in here. And people are saying you need a moderator. I did at that point. I don't need one now, but everything's good. Everyone say, why do you call? I don't know if I should. You don't listen to me. Why do we call? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was just so weird. Earlier, I don't know. They just slung this thing out to like every single person on TikTok. It felt like, and it was just almost too much. All right, we got Georgia on the line.
Hey, look him up on Instagram.
Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Not much. Just chilling here with the homies. What's going on with you?
All right. No, I'm just doing the Drive by Night Show. What are you and the homies doing tonight then?
I can't really say. It's kind of illegal.
It's illegal.
Yes, man.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't really care.
No, we're just smoking a little bit of ganja.
Well, who cares? You know, like they were saying tonight that Virginia just went like recreational, and that I think it's like the 18th state. Do you think Georgia would be like one of the last ones to do it, or one of the next ones to do it?
Dude, probably the last, dude. Like,
no, wait, Utah is going to be last.
The minute that Georgia does it, though, I mean, it's over with for everyone. Like,
see,
that would be the best thing. I think that I think it lowers the criminal rate and a lot of other things as well.
I do as well, and you know, it's like at this point, it's like just grow up. Just grow up. This stuff's been here for a long time. It's not going anywhere. Everybody knows about it. There's no like hiding it. Like, oh, I gotta hide this from my kids. Oh, they don't. No. They're gonna smoke no matter what, and just embrace it. And then you can talk about it and be like, you know, well, this stuff's okay, but watch out for this stuff. Don't like take too big of a drag off of that. That'll really kick your butt for a few hours. You know.
I'm good. Good if anything puts me down for more than 20 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm excited for like, because for me growing up, it was like you never know what you were gonna get, and it was like one week you'd go get something that was kind of half weak, and then the next week you'd be like, oh well, this is some new stuff, and you'd smoke like way too much of it, and you'd get just like blasted out of your mind because you thought it was the weak stuff again. And it's just like you never knew like what you were really getting. And it's like I'm just excited for a day when it's like we know exactly what these strains are, and you can learn and figure out which one like you like the best and is most fun for you. And it's like your choice of like beer at that point, you know.
yes, sir. Well, I actually I've been growing a little bit on my own. Just let's just say it's Delta 8, so can't get in trouble. So
Sure.
and it's kind of hard to get it to be potent. Like that's your trick. That it's where your fertilizers and your H2O and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's where you get your quality. That's where you get your quality from, and
Okay.
it's real hard to get it to terminate as well.
Okay. Do you enjoy doing it though?
Oh, I love doing it, man. Because then I know exactly what I am like putting in my body.
Yeah.
You can get what I'm saying?
I do, and that's exactly what I'm saying too. It's like I don't want everything in the world to be regulated because that's boring. But like, you know, it's okay to like regulate narcotics. So it's like you know what you're getting, and like, you know, it's like if that's not enough, now it's like, okay, I'll just go buy this little higher level stuff, you know. But you know, it just gets to the point where it's like sometimes you don't know like what you're putting in, and like, you know, because some of that stuff is like laced with like PCP and like, you know, like
Good shit. Yeah.
like coke, like, you know, there's like pot laced with cocaine sometimes, and it's like
Yes,
I
sir.
don't necessarily want to do that, but it's like I said, you just don't know what you're getting. Like just pass it.
When you get a minute, you should look my IG up, and like everything that I grow, I post on there, and it's $6.18.
Okay, nice. I like it. So do you feel comfortable posting all that stuff on Instagram? Do you care?
Yes, sir. No, I mean, the most that happen is they will come and confiscate your plants and you'll get a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm not selling it or anything like that. So really,
it's just personal use.
Yeah, personal use regardless.
And that's not that big of a deal though.
No, I mean, I really, I don't worry about that sort of thing. The only thing I would be worried about, and like my girlfriend, I'm worried about her finding out more than I am the damn agents, man.
Oh, okay. She wouldn't be happy about that.
Nah.
Okay.
Allie would not be happy.
Okay. Well, does she not smoke at all, or she just doesn't agree with like growing it?
She won't even smoke at all, man. She acts like weed, like it's heroin or something.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. Like somebody told her years ago that it was or something, and she bought into that. And that's what I said. We need better education about it as well. You know,
she loves bowls of oatmeal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I tell her I'll go. That's like my code. I tell her I'm going to smoke a bowl of oatmeal.
Yeah.
And she really know what I mean. I'm just make oatmeal on the stove.
Oh,
happy.
So she just thinks that you just eat oatmeal all the time.
Yes, sir. Like every 4 hours or so.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. Like on clockwork. You're like, hey, honey, it's been 4 hours. Do you need a bowl of oatmeal? And you're like, yes, I do.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Well, good deal. I like it.
I got a new pipe, and you'll never believe what it's shaped like.
What's it shaped like?
Take a wild guess.
I mean, you know, let's see. Taking a wild guess of what it's shaped like.
It's how is that?
Is it phallic?
Is it what now?
Phallic?
Yeah.
It's shaped like a hot dog?
Yeah, it's got the, you got the dog part, right? I want to call it a hot dog, but the dog parts, right?
So it's
got a let's just call it a hot dog, and it's got 2 tennis balls on the end of it.
I see.
So it's 2 separate balls.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I've seen those. Those have been around for a while. Does it feel weird taking a pull off of that thing though?
I really don't look at it like that. But, I mean, it's really no different in real life than.
Sure.
I mean, let's just be honest. Like my girl, she's not really a girl, so.
Okay. All right. So no big deal. And I'm not here to judge or hate on the way anybody lives their life. I don't really mind at all. More power to you. I was just saying personally for myself, I have encountered one of those in the past, and it just felt a little odd putting it into my mouth, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, facts.
There you go. Well, right on. I appreciate the phone call tonight.
Yes, sir. Dude, don't.
That ain't cool. All right, we're out of there, and who knows? We're back to the chat. Can you disable call waiting on your phone under settings? I don't know if I can. I think I tried to do that once, and it just wouldn't work. It says click on settings and add a moderator. I don't know. I don't know what a moderator would really do for me. Either we're behind or his chat is way behind. I'm way behind. Go Vanderbilt. How's your day? I got 24 tries. Hang up. 2 years tops. Do you smoke? Chat saying, bro, if you hang up on me, starts local, do your part. Call the police. Bro, hanging up on me. Oh my God, this is good. What do you think about the cops? Gold, so freaking good. Call office, see Johnny Sins. I love the guy on the phone right now. I'm dying. Call the surgeon, Johnny Sins. I'm still waiting for Stepbro to come help. Give into the dog's demands. Okay, now that was talking about the dog that had a gun up to the guy's heads. This call started as a troll, turned into wholesome conversation about aliens. Can't beat it. You're right, and we talked about aliens a lot, and it was a great phone call. You have so much chat. I'm the most socially inept person ever. Okay. Chat's saying, what about Georgia? You're so cute. Thank you. And then my dad is hot. I guess I did get caught up with the chat. Let's see. This looks like there's a question. And they all just ask pretty much, why do we call? Why do we call? I don't know. Just to talk and hang out. Phone line's open, 402-853-8436. This is the Drive-By Night Show. And let's just go drive around a little bit. And while we do that, anybody is welcome to call the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It was just nuts earlier. I couldn't believe it. I had never seen that many people in here at one point, and it was like, it was too much. Because the phone just wouldn't stop ringing, and it was calling, the chat saying, hey, guess where I came from? Someone say, laugh out loud, I'll call in again if it's slow. Right on. Well, it's a little slow, but, just hang out. You should have seen it earlier. It was nuts. It was just nuts. You've been there the whole time? Thank you very much. All right, we got another Georgia on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing all right tonight. What's going on tonight?
Not much. Just chilling.
Cool.
I ain't got nothing much going on. Just want to talk.
All right, well, what would you like to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. You got any plans for the 4th of July?
My stepsister.
You're gonna light off fireworks with your stepsister. Is that what you said?
You could say that.
Maybe a Roman candle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. So how long has she been your stepsister?
Fucking goddamn. I don't even remember. We just be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Has anybody caught you yet?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nobody cares?
Hell no, I was kicked out of the house for that shit.
Oh, you did get kicked out of the house for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm bad. We were in the same room. They just kind of got used to it.
I see. So they were just like, after a certain while, they're like, that's just kids being kids.
Pretty much, just fucking and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I suppose you're not technically related.
Yeah, we ain't blood. Like, we dated before we were stepsisters.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
And then your guys' folks like met each other like at a different time.
Oh, and I loved her, so I was like, I'm not into that.
Well, yeah, no, I understand. And then it was just easier because she was just in your house.
Some big ass titties, boy.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. Well, this has been a fascinating phone call.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing great tonight. Just driving around, talking on the phone, and everything's great. No complaints.
You fucking?
Well, not at the moment, but in general, yes.
Good. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I do all right.
That's good. I respect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't fuck as much as me and my stepsister.
Probably not. It sounds like you're going at it all the time.
Anal and shit.
But take what you can get.
For sure.
Okay.
She won't let me do real shit.
Oh. Well, maybe you can work into that eventually.
Nah, she too scared.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. Times change. How old is your stepsister? Why did I ask?
Obviously, she 8.
Okay, there you go. Why did I ask? I don't even know. But good answer.
I'm 16.
All right. Fair enough. Well, I appreciate the phone call, and thanks for letting me know about your life.
Who dis?
What's that?
Who dis?
Who dis?
Brad?
Yeah.
Don't call me.
Okay, I won't. Sorry.
Who dis?
Alright. I don't know what's going on. We're out of there. I think we did about as much as we could there, Georgia, and let's just move on. Chat's saying troll. Very possible. Very possible. And then a great geez. Hi, Rachel. I remember you from a long time ago. I think you were in one of my lives before I started doing this drive around thing. So thank you for hanging out. It's good to see you again. And yeah, here we are. I started doing this thing in January, and this is week number 25 in a row doing the drive-by night show. So thank you so much for everyone for hanging out. It's been a crazy one tonight, but what can you expect from number 25? Phone line's open, 402-853-8436. If you're curious about past episodes of the Drive-By Night Show, just go to YouTube at All the Rides, and they're archived there. You can watch any of them anytime you want. If you prefer to listen to this show in a podcast form, just go to your favorite podcast provider, simply search Drive-By Night Show, and this thing will pop up. We got California on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Hey, man, I was just talking. I figured I'd give you a call again. Looks slow.
It's all good. What's going on?
Nothing. Yeah, I think banging your stepsister might be like a conflict of interest. I think that's all.
I don't know what was going on there, and it's just kind of like you just kind of have to go with it, because it was like, you know, people are calling me. They're hanging out in trees tonight. They're in dryers. They're hanging off mountains. They're with their stepsisters. It's just kind of like. You just kind of got.
Yeah, I've never had a stepsibling, so I don't know what's going on with people and their stepsibling. It's a little weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's a thing. I know it's happened, but I don't know if I'd necessarily like call a stranger and tell them all about it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, like you're dating your stepsister. Yeah, that's a little weird.
It's a little weird, unless it was just like a pure confession, and maybe they really needed to like. Get that off
their chest.
Yeah, like say it out loud to somebody, like this is something that I've been doing and I need to talk about it.
I guess you're doing people a service, they can call in and do their their confession.
Yeah. Well, you know, the show does sometimes go the therapy route, and that's fine. I don't know if that was necessarily therapy there. I think they were goofing off, but you know, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you do? Are you a truck driver or?
No. I just drive Uber.
No, you just drive around. Oh, okay. I was thinking you're not.
I've been doing Uber for many
Uber,
years.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, it's just been fine. I did it all the way up until like the pandemic, and then I hadn't done it for like the last 15 months or so. But then like right at the beginning of the pandemic, I just like had all these like Uber videos of me like driving drunk people around that I've just been recording for years, and I just decided to put a couple of them up on TikTok, and they just like sort of blew up and went all over the place. So. I don't know.
What's your worst Uber story? I imagine you get a lot of like you said, drunk people.
Yeah, it's always a drunk people. Like every time, like I don't know, like I had an old lady like pull a knife on me, which was really weird. And
why? What?
Well, like I pulled up to their house or to her house or whatever, and somebody like carried her out. Like she was just she was kind of old and she was too drunk to like walk.
She was obliterated?
Yeah. So the dude like threw her in the back seat and said, "Get this piece of shit out of here."
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I would have been like, no, I
well, I know, but it's like
I'm not getting involved with that. That sounds like it.
pretty much, and I hear you, but it was like she was now in my back seat, laying down, and now the door was closed, and
Right.
all that I had was like an address to like some motel. So I started just driving to the motel, not knowing like what I was gonna do when I got there anyway. And like halfway through the ride, she came to, and she kind of like woke up a little bit, and she was
I
very.
don't know where she was.
She didn't know where she was. She didn't know who I was. She was confused. She was panicked. She was drunk. She pulled out a pocket knife out of her purse, and she told me if I didn't pull over, that she was gonna stick me. Oh wait.
Shit.
I just got my live got stopped. It said your live video was stopped for violating our community guidelines.
Why?
I don't know. Let's see what it says.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because that one guy.
Yeah. Our community guidelines apply to everyone and to everything shared on TikTok. They provide general guidance on what is and what is not allowed on the platform.
It was because of that guy.
What's that?
It was because of that guy, his friend in the background.
I mean, probably, but it's just like I don't know. Yeah, I think it's always when it gets to like sex talk, you know. Is what
I mean, I think the guy said the N word, right?
Yeah, but like, and I get that too, but that's been said on like all. It sucks, but almost every show I've ever done, someone pops in with that. I don't know. I think it got such a reach tonight that it was just so busy.
How many views do you normally get? How many views do you normally get when you're doing it? I mean, this is the first like yours can kind of just showed up on my feed, so I called in. But how many views do you normally get?
It varies, but once it's all done, it's usually between 2,000 and 6,000.
Oh yeah, your live video?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was damn.
I know it's kind of busy, but so now I don't know what to do. There you go. Well, there you go. I guess I don't know. I guess I end the show. I don't know if I start another one or I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah, I don't know TikTok how they're doing shit. All right, man. Well,
All right. Well, I'll be back next Thursday if you want to hang out and talk a little bit. But yeah, I probably shouldn't push my luck tonight anymore.
all right.
All right.
All right.
Take care. See you.
Bye.
Okay. So now it's like, what the hell? The live recording just stopped on the TikTok, and I violated the community standards. Well, I didn't violate anything. Somebody else did. But there you go. I think I'll just finish up this recording on my dash cam then, and that'll be just what I release then. So this is the Drive By Night Show, and I guess I just shouldn't push my luck and start a new live recording right away. I think I'll just wait a week for it to go away and start fresh, and hopefully they like forget all about it. So thanks everyone. Thanks for getting the community guidelines on me, and we'll see you next week.